My name is Jake and I am part of Team Kristen.
My name is Greyson and I'm a part of Team Kristen.
My name is Christian and I'm part of Team Kristen.
So a couple of years ago, Kristen got into a car accident, and due to damage in the brain, her left hand is consistently held in a fisted position unless a therapist moves on it. And because of that, one of the solutions we came up with was to create a mold that could help her brain realize that she could move her hand out of that fisted position and keep movement on it.
So originally we were planning to scan her hand, but it was difficult to hold it in an open position. So we decided to use clay to make a mold of her hand while her hand was open. And then we used a 3D scanner to scan this, which we would then convert into a CAD file to print a mold for her. However, the file from the scanner was a mesh file, which does not play nicely with CAD files. So we had to find a way to convert that into a step file in order to edit the model easily.
In order to convert the mesh file into a step file, we needed to use Fusion 360's form modeling to get a two-dimensional model of the inside of her hand. And then we thickened that model into an actual object that we could model and change. We created a form cylinder for the arm, which we contoured to the mesh surface. This was followed by forms of the palm, thumb, and fingers, which were merged together into a single form of the whole hand. This form was then used as the basis for the 3D model. So once we had finished designing the part, we printed our first model and had her test it. However, it ended up being too short and also not wide enough. And so we progressively throughout the project increased the length of the mold. In addition to this, we also looked into experimenting with different types of filaments and materials. Originally, we used a very stiff and firm filament, but towards the end of the project, we used a very flexible filament in order to make it more comfortable for her hand.
I learned how we can use printing and scanning to create helpful devices to make it easier for therapists and families to get the tools they need to get help for people who have disabilities.